Yo, it's just another day in the park, you know, we just got the people outside, just kicking it on the bench, having their little picnics and whatnot. You see the guys over the corner with their buds and Miller Lights and whatnot, and on the other side you got them playing basketball, you dig me, I mean it. You got the ladies over there slaving over a good meal. Yeah.
Come out, kick and enjoy a little moment of a mental repose. Around my people, giving up their problems like a free throw. Resembling some b-ball, hooping and shooting, but not the type that bloody up sidewalks, fluid polluting. Boosters boosting, a bootlegger's distribution.
Hey everybody, my name is Nicole, and welcome to Sister Girl Readings. Okay, I had to keep catching up with my videos, y'all. I know y'all can't really see me, but it's not really important because what's important is the message. Okay, so I'm in my daughter's bathroom, my favorite place in the world. Remember when we first started my channel, I used to sit in here and do my readings, but I'm in here, and we're going to look at Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of September. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments at the bottom. I do read them. Yes, and I have my Patreon membership open. I also have my other membership off Patreon open. I'm going to start doing membership effective October 2019 for the big one, for the 188, because it's getting a lot. And I actually save a lot more time talking to people when they need the reading, not necessarily, you need that many fucking readings, you need a psychologist or something. No judgment, I'm just saying, like, readings are supposed to help you get your guidance for the time being. Like, no judgment when people get readings back to back. I just don't think it's necessary because, like, the energy, you're supposed to get something and then build something and then wait and then come back. If you're consistently reading everything, then you don't let the element of surprise catch up. You don't allow natural time to take its course, and you don't get a chance to naturally interact. And you're constantly anxious on guard for what's to come. I mean, through like a breakup or a really bad marriage or like a death would be great to help you cope if you choose to. But even then, you need to see a grief counselor or a therapist if you were going to get that. But I cut people off. But anyways, I don't know why I mentioned that, but somebody's out there getting countless readings when they just need to have a therapist there that really loves and supports them. And, yeah. So, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's look at the month of September for Aryan people. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, let's look at the messages. Oh yeah, if you want the extended version of this reading, please feel free to check with me. Email me. I have a new email address. It's Miss AprilnicoletheCeo@sisterreadings.com. They wanted to bill me like a whole bunch of money for like a whole year worth of email. I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. That's it. Okay, so let's look. Alright, so throat chakra for Aries. Some of you guys may have colds, might be sick. Spiritual strength is here. Anything else for Aries in the month of September? And transformation, that's the death card. Anything else for Aries? Let's do two more. Emotional withdrawal, interesting. And what else? This one is, oh, they both came out together. Discontent and boredom and harmony. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 seems to be your number this month. Maybe 6 is important to you in some way. Okay, so some of you guys are transforming. You're going through a death period, Aries, where you are no longer interested in the same thing. Something has changed. You lost a job, or you lost a loved one, or something has decayed. It's not necessarily a bad thing because what's going to replace it is going to be so much better. The throat chakra, maybe you have a cold, or maybe you feel tight around the neck, but you definitely aren't speaking your truth. You're not saying what needs to be said. You're keeping your voice to yourself. Emotional withdrawal, that's the 8 of Cups. And that's about a person who just, they're deciding to distance themselves from people and places and situations because they feel like they didn't get what they wanted. They're completely unhappy in their decisions, and now they're trying to move on and walk with clarity of the mind. I will use the book in a second, but the spiritual strength card is about a person trying to build on their strength. They're stepping into who they are. They've studied, they've done the mental work, and now they're using that work to ascend. I do see the Buddha person in the background. So this is the inner spirit within. I already went over to discontentment and boredom. Someone is just sitting around and upset. A lot of 8 and 4, same thing. Harmony is chariot, I believe. No, lovers. Lovers, someone definitely, they're discontent in their love life. They're trying to build on spiritual strength. And they're going through a death process, Aries, and you are withdrawing emotionally from people who don't give you what you need. Okay, so let's look into that. And I'm going to download this because it's going to fall. Sorry about that. My camera's being a goofball today. It wants to fall, but I got it. Let's see. There, now you can see me a little better. Okay. So I got this book. It goes with the spread, of course. But I really wanted to go over why you have what you have up here. Let's go through the throat chakra, and that's 5. That's the color of blue, and that's thyroid. I speak. It says it's located in your throat. It says communication, sound, and clarity, the ability to be a clear audience. Speakers, artists, speakers, singers, writers, and people involved in the creative arts will have an active throat chakra. To balance and stimulate this energy, try humming, chanting, singing, and it says, speak up. When this area is not activated, you become surprised on how creatively you are inspired. So you're supposed to be speaking up and getting into your creative sense, and your death transformation will be probably with your creative stuff. Transformations about endings and closings. Do not resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening. These changes can take place in your personal life, your relationship, in your business, and your career. You have the strength, as the transformation says, to have you leave, or have the courage to know that the renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to, remind you that the death of an old way is thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward with your new path. Transformation is all about ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to someone. Accept the changes, and the opportunity will come to expand in more ways than you could ever imagine. You cannot live in the past, and it's time to move on. And it says, what loose ends need to be tied up, and what needs to be complete so you can have a fresh start. It says, new beginnings are around the corner with stronger reinforced foundations to introduce you to the new beginnings that await you. You're going through a death process that is going to open up many doors. Then you got emotional withdrawal. You're not interested in having any conversations. And then discontentment and boredom is here. So let's talk about the withdrawal. Okay, so you feel like you're moving away or withdrawing from a situation, a love life, or your life, or relationship, or leaving behind something that used to be familiar, and you're now having new needs and new opportunities and new stuff. It says that just as important to retreat into the outside world to enable to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule some alone time and communicate with your soul and give power to the spirit and restore your energy level, give you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. The number 8 is about infinity, passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and your soul. So you're going to be going through new uncharted territory. And your discontentment and boredom is just a time where you need to experience stagnation, discontent, and boredom. You need to be restless or impatient because you're not happy with something, and that's the growing process. A relationship or project isn't moving the way you want. It's draining you energetically, so that's why you need to abandon it. You're longing for a change, and although one door is closing, do not focus your energy on the door. An opportunity will knock, another window will open, and your attention isn't focused, you will miss something. Look for synchronicities, books, speakers, workshops, new people. They can have a message for you. Have faith in the divine, that everything happens for a reason. And this card as a reminder, the perfect time to reevaluate and search your heart and soul for fresh perspective. So, right now you're discontent because you're changing all the things. You're leaving what used to make you happy, and then now you're unhappy with what used to make you happy. So you got to make more things, more changes. Look from within and find out. Like, God could be giving you $1 million, but if that's spiritually not what you want, it doesn't matter. The material won't mean nothing. This is about an inner search. The spiritual strength card is here too. Let's look into that. Let's look. Okay, let's look at number 9, spiritual strength. Encourage to remind you that your inner strength is complete, what you've been working on. Courage, discipline, stability, and persistence. You may be tired and weary of the struggle, but it's not the time. You need to tap into all of your inner reserves to get that one push you desire. You've been through so much at this point, and there's so many scars, but you're stronger and wiser of it. So, and in order for you to get that lover's energy, you really need to work on your spiritual strength from within. And then lover's energy is like a no-brainer. We'll even read lovers, because I know that's lovers. For lovers, it just basically means a possibility of spiritual initiation, partnerships, or unions are taking place and manifesting in the future. That's why it says don't worry about it. They're all personal or business related. Not all partnerships have to be one-on-one. It could be formed into a group, an organization, a pet, an incident, or a situation. It's calling you to let you know in a time of making choices in certain situations or relationships, the bond you form with others are really about you. Even in the most difficult situations, they're meant to be mirrors. Reflecting back at what you need to see, ask yourself, what am I learning from this relationship? What qualities am I developing? Is this partnership the highest good? How can I make it stronger? Are we still teaching each other? What have I discovered? Or am I still undiscovering by myself through this union? Are the people that's empowering and encouraging me to be all I can within every relationship? Is there a coded lesson that I can gain? And that's all about relationships. You give, you're supposed to give and take. Relationships are experiences, and you learn something, you take it with you, you internalize it, you think about it, and you release it to other people and teach them what you know. Because every lesson is different because the person who's learning it has a different perspective, but looking at a mirror, looking at a painting, because your friend can go and look at a museum at a painting, but this painting looks different than this person and the other person. Let's see here. I think that with the spiritual strength and the harmony and the love card, I just really think that you're trying to find out where you are in your life and trying to get harmony for your situation, honestly. So we looked at these. We're going to go into your love oracles for the month of September. Okay, so let's look. What is the love energy for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? We got acceptance. We got true love. Oh, shit. All right, Aries. Let's see. Soulmate. Soulmate's here. We got twin flame. Twin flame is here also. And obsession. Someone is definitely in their head. And at the bottom of the deck, we have trust. So that's where we're going to be. Okay, so it seems like you may be heavily in your mind about your relationships. Maybe you're obsessed with some thoughts that you cannot release. The soulmate card is basically saying this person is your soulmate. You're supposed to learn something from this person. Acceptance that things, even complicated things, happen for a reason, and we're supposed to embrace them and understand them. And they're going to help us manifest what we need to manifest for our lives. Their part, whether it be negative or positive, is going to help push us to the person we're supposed to be, well-rounded. True love is about emotional, physical, and unconditional love. And twin flame is about this person is definitely someone that is challenging you in the most negative and positive ways to make you feel uncomfortable. So you see when you have a soulmate and a twin flame here. And trust is about learning to trust as things play out. Just knowing everything's going to be the way it is, and you're not worried about the outcome because you just know in your heart everything's going to be the way it is. Okay? All right, let's look at I'm going to use my Sluttish Tarot deck. This is by Sluttish Tarot. I bought the deck for $60, and you're welcome to purchase it. If you ever want the information, I'll give it to you in the link. And so we're going to define each card and look into it, and then extend and read it. We're going to ask more questions about how they feel about you, how you feel about them, and vice versa. Okay, so we're going to go into that right now. Okay, so let's look. Let's go into trust for Aries. Let's go into trust. Those are too many cards. Trust for the month of September for Aries. What do you feel about that, Spirit? All right. Nine of Wands, you don't trust no fucking body. Nine of Wands, the person's on the defense. They feel like they gotta always protect themselves from some fucking bullshit. There's always some shit around the motherfucking corner. Trust for Aries. Ace of Coins, yeah. This could be a Capricorn, a Taurus or Virgo card. It's about entrepreneurship and ventures, investing in something that is very lucrative or a new opportunity. Maybe you don't trust your business partners, or maybe you don't trust investments with people, or maybe you feel who are materialistic, or they don't care not about you, but about what you can give them. What is obsession for the Aries? Okay, so the Two of Swords is about mental decisions in which a person must sit there and think. They got on their blindfold and they got their two swords and they're trying to find out which decision is the best decision. It's like, I can't decide between usually a kid, a Kit Kat, or a Butterfinger. But in this decision is, man, pay my light bill or pay my gas bill. Both of them got to be paid. But which one is more important than the other when I only have enough money to cover one? That's Two of Swords. Maybe you're obsessing about things like that. Or partners. It doesn't have to be so grim, but I want you to understand the severity of Two of Swords. It could be a catch-22 or a stalemate. Obsession. Ooh, the Prince of Cups showed his face first, so these cards don't matter. The Prince of Cups and the Princess of Cups. Someone is very immature. They allow their childhood or their past experience to be their present. They're a dreamer. They're quixotic. They don't make very strong, sound judgments, or they're too immersed in their own emotions to pay attention to what's going on to you to give you a cup of love, the Prince of Cups. So basically, you're not getting that love and affection. You're not getting that emotional need or want, because the Prince is the promise of love, and you feel like you got brokenhearted by someone in the past that did you wrong, a younger person maybe. And the Prince of Cups, you didn't get your offer. What's the Prince of Cups doing here next to the Prince of Cups? Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. So being upfront and honest about a situation that kind of blew you. Someone that you really leaned on, support you, and backed out. And the Two of Cups is about relationships in which people are sharing a cup. And they feel like the relationship's going places, and this situation is not. What is the soulmate? Okay, so the soulmate is the Lover's card and the Eight of Cups. The Lovers and Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about a person who they are going on a spiritual journey, but they don't really know where they're going. They're just drifting. They don't really have a home. They've never really been in a serious relationship. They may come back, but for right now, they're just too focused on the material aspects of what is going on than to really spiritually be deep in soul search. The Lover's card is Gemini. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius in reverse, but I definitely get the energy of someone that's playing games. They either got family members in their ear, letting them tell them things. Could be you, could be the person, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, or it could just be the situation of you are in a relationship where there's quarreling, drama, incompatibility. Someone regrets a decision, or someone will regret a decision and circle back at Eight of Cups. It can also mean Lover's card can be about third parties in situations where people just keep drifting and they're just using people for money. Let's look at the acceptance part. Okay, so Judgment. Judgment is about bad situations, people that make bad decisions in error. The Moon is about secrets. Could be dealing with a Pisces, but I definitely get the energy of secret relationships, secret judgment is about a person that's very critical on themselves and other people. They don't want to face up to what they've done because it means facing the music. There's no trumpets, there's no sounding of an epiphany or an awakening period. Someone wants it to be dark, which is why the moon is here, because the moon hides a lot of things. It doesn't show you much. You have to intuitively connect to accept something, and you have to use like tarot cards or like you gotta take a dream. Maybe you're dreaming. You intuitively know, so you accept it that someone made a bad decision or you made a bad decision. What's your judgment reverse? Could be legal. The World and the Princess of Swords. Okay, so the bad judgment or the judgment or who you're being critical on, this could be someone famous. This could be a Gemini or a Libra or an Aquarius, because the Princess of Swords in their sign is about a job, a famous person. Maybe you're expected to be famous. Maybe you'll be into intellectual field. Maybe you'll be someone that someone wants to have on their team and they don't know it yet. What's the true love card for Aries? Ooh, that looks like a flu. Okay, so this is what come out, the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about disappointments and heartbreak. And then I got the Temperance card. This can be a Sagittarius, or you're waiting for your love life to kind of balance itself out. Okay, let's look at the true love card. The Hermit and the Oracle. So you could be dealing with someone who's a Virgo or a Pisces. They are hiding how they feel. This person's on social media, probably posting up a lot. They're not really dealing with their own inner issues. They're not taking the time out to really like invest in self. Instead, they're on social media acting a goddamn fool, or they're just rejecting any knowledge or wisdom, or they just think they know everything and they don't need anyone's help. The Oracle is about a person who has no energy, no strength at all. They're just still trying to grab all they have to make do. Emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, whatever. This can also be about manipulation. So someone could be manipulating you or doing something behind the scenes. Whatever is behind the scenes will come out. Someone is trying to, Four of Cups can be dating. Whoever's trying to hide something, it will be found out. Maybe someone is dating someone deceptively, an older person. Okay, so I get Justice. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra. Or a legal situation, the Prince of Swords is a message. Maybe you'll get a message from a Libra, a message from a judicial system. I don't know if that comes in. Let's see. The Twin Flame card. Okay. Queen of Swords and Three of Cups. You could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Someone is in a third-party relationship where someone has got too much involvement and you grown up and they can't keep up with you. And that's probably why your relationship is suffering. Okay, so, yeah, Justice is really here. So you could be dealing with a Libra. Or, in this deck, it's Leo, but it's not Leo, it's Libra. Alright, the Strength card. Here's Leo right here. See, Leo and Libra are one and the same. They're switch spots. Someone is animalistic. Someone is using all their animalistic forces. They're trying to sexually charm people. Or they're keeping their emotions to themselves. They're not saying anything. They're just completely like, someone ain't got no money. Someone is burnt out. Someone ain't working. Someone is going through some shit. Okay? Well, that's what I got for you guys. It seems like you got a lot to think about in regards to relationships matters. And I really hope that you guys really liked the video, and I hope it gave you some clarity about who to look for and what to gain for the next couple months or this September. And in the extended video, I'm going to go over how they see you, how you see them, do they know how you feel about them, and what can be the solution for all this. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.